Good afternoon everyone and welcome. Here we are. We are now live on YouTube with something a little different. I am right now performing an experiment. Don't worry, it's not a scientific experiment. It is a YouTube experiment. I am at the moment streaming through my big professional camera using my mobile phone as the connection to the internet. This is the first time I've ever tried doing this on one of my English Addict lessons. So this is now a live image. One of the wonderful things about this, of course, is I can do everything through my big camera, which means we can see more of the wonderful sights around this area. So first of all, I can't resist doing this particular thing. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to move the camera around and we are going to have a look at some cows in the field that are having a lovely afternoon. So this will give you an idea of how powerful this camera actually is. And there they are, look, there are the lovely moo cows in the field having something to eat. For those wondering, it is a hot day, very hot here today. It's around about 20 Celsius and it's beautiful. I couldn't resist coming out. I suppose the first question I should ask, and I haven't asked it yet, is can you hear me? I suppose that is a good question, Mr. Duncan, to ask, because if we can't hear you, then this live stream is going to be very short. So let's see. Can you hear me okay? This is a big test baby to see if you can hear me all right. So I'm hoping you can hear me okay. If you can hear me, please say, Mr. Duncan, we can hear you clearly. If no one says anything, then I know you can't hear me. Thank you, Christina. Thank you very much for joining me today. Something a little different. We have a lot of wind up here as well. One of the problems with being high up is quite often it is windy. I'm overlooking the beautiful Shropshire Hills and all of the landscape that surrounds us as well. I'm just going to do a little test here because I am keen to find out whether this works. It is windy. I'm overlooking the beautiful Shropshire Hills. That sounds okay. Good. Can I say hello to the live chat? Don't worry, I will be revealing myself in a moment for those who are worried. Mr. Duncan, where are you? We can't see you. Come on, show yourself. I will in a moment. Now we will zoom back out and you will immediately be able to see the beautiful landscape that is surrounding me today. Look at that. We are having the most wonderful weather at the moment here in England. It is a beautiful day, and in a moment I will reveal myself. Don't worry, I'm going to. By the way, I should warn you now, I am wearing my shorts today. Oh dear, Mr. Duncan. Why? Why are you wearing your shorts? Well, I have a good reason, because it's very, very hot. That's the reason why. Okay, enough of this chit-chat. I will now stand in front of the camera so you will know that I am here and I'm really, really talking to you live. Here we go. Oh dear, I feel quite nervous. I don't know why. I actually feel really nervous doing this. Here we go then. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope you are feeling happy today. This is very strange, by the way. It feels really weird to be high up with my professional camera, but I'm also talking to you live. I've never done this before. I did a short test earlier in the week just to see how well it functions, and it did seem to be okay. So I hope it is working all right now. For those who don't know what this is, my name is Duncan. I talk about the English language. Sometimes I will talk about certain topics. Sometimes you will decide on what we talk about. And sometimes we just have a little bit of fun. Of course, that's what it's all about. Life should always have its moments of fun, I have to say. By the way, I was out and about yesterday. I spent nearly 6 hours outside yesterday doing a lot of filming for a big lesson that is coming up maybe next week, perhaps the end of next week. So I will try to sort all of that out as well. Can I also say something even more exciting? There are live captions. So if you want to have captions now on the screen, even though I am out live, you don't have to worry anymore, because with this particular setup, we can have the captions as I speak. So you can activate those as well. I will say hello to the live chat. I have one or two things to mention today. First of all, I have my hay fever. Of course I have my hay fever. Of course I do. I always have hay fever. It seems this year that my hay fever has been around for a very long time. I just wish it would go away. Anyway, enough of my problems. I'm sure you don't want to hear about my hay fever. I would imagine you want to hear about the English language. Well, of course, English is such a good subject, and it is a useful subject as well for those who are trying to learn English these days. There are, of course, many reasons why you would want to learn English. Many people say nowadays English has been, well, I suppose for many years it has been an international language, a language that is spoken everywhere by so many people. And I also think that English is something that is useful to have. It is a useful skill. Can I say hello to Beatrice? Hello, Beatrice. Nice to see you. Also, Asma is here. Palmyra. Hello, Palmyra. Nice to see you here as well. Something a little different today. We are outside live in the sun. And I am slowly burning under the hot UV rays. Oh, this is really nice, I have to say. The only problem is I don't have any food, unfortunately. I have plenty of water, but I don't have any actual food. When I got home yesterday, Steve had left a lovely sandwich for me. He had left it in the fridge. So after I arrived back home last night, because I'd been out all day filming, when I got home, Steve had left a lovely sandwich in the fridge for me. And I have to say, I was really ready for it. By the way, I'm going to sneeze. Oh. There we go. Just proving that my hay fever at the moment is really bad. I'm going... Yeah. This might not be the cleverest thing coming out on a day like this. Welcome to a new show called Mr. Duncan Sneezes His Head Off. Vitas, hello Vitas, thank you for joining me today. We also have Luis Mendez is here today. Hello Luis, nice to see you here as well. I've just noticed my camera looks like it's not straight. Wait there a moment. a slightly different view now. That was very useful because I was able to move the camera and also blow my nose at the same time. Yes, we are having a very nice day today. I have to say, I do feel lucky to live here. A lot of people ask, Mr. Duncan, where do you live? This, you can see here, is Shropshire. The Shropshire landscape. Everything here you see is Shropshire. If you ever say to someone, I live in Shropshire, quite often they will reply with, where is that? I've never heard of it. Where is Shropshire? We don't know where Shropshire is. Tell us where it is. It's very near to Wales. If you know where Wales is, then Shropshire is right next to it. In fact, let's see, if I move my camera around slightly more, we should be able to see into Wales. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, Mr. Duncan. Come on, we want to see Wales. Show us Wales. And, yes, there we go. So there, we are now looking at Wales. That is in Welshpool, that particular place. Bryden Hill is the name of that place. Bryden Hill, and that is in Wales. Just as you go over the Welsh border, you enter a place called Welshpool, and that particular hill is in Wales. Just proving that we can actually see Wales from here. Oh my goodness, my nose is running all down my face. This is disgusting. Wait there a moment. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise. I am having a major hay fever incident right now. Oh my goodness. So the hill you can see at the moment is Bryden Hill. Bryden Hill is very high. If you go to the top of that hill, you can see all around. In fact, there might be someone standing at the top of that hill watching me here at the top of this hill. Although technically I am not on a hill. I'm actually on the side of Wenlock Edge. Wenlock Edge is where I am. Hello to the live chat. Hello, Erin. Hello, Erin. It's nice to see you here. English Asia is here as well. Hello, English Asia. I am here, don't worry. It's not just hills and trees. There are other things to look at as well. That's better. Including including me. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure how many people actually want to see me. I would assume most people want to have a look at the lovely landscape instead of staring at me. Anyway, this feels very weird, by the way. Very nice. By the way, the camera I'm using at the moment is a special camera because this was part of a donation that was made by Mr. Steve's mother. And this camera has been named the Ivy camera in memory of Mr. Steve's lovely mum. So at the moment we are using the Ivy camera It's wonderful. I love this camera very much. In fact, I sneak down in the middle of the night and I give my camera a hug. I squeeze it tightly and I say, I love you, Ivy camera. I love you so much. It also gives me a chance to remember Mr. Steve's mum at the same time as well. So lots of things are going on when I think of this particular piece of equipment. We have a big event taking place in a few days from now. We have the big Paris rendezvous taking place. There will be myself, there will be Mr. Steve, and also some of you as well will be getting together, and we will be having a look around Paris, and we will have a big rendezvous which is taking place on the 1st of June in Paris. I won't give the location away because, well, for various reasons, to be honest, but it will be somewhere in Paris. Not an obvious place, by the way, but it will be somewhere lovely where we can all spend a little bit of time and have some fun. So that is happening on the 1st of June, and we will be going away towards the end of May. So we are having a few days in Paris so I can rest and relax. And of course, I will be making some new English lessons as well. There will be lots of new English lessons taking place as well during that time. So I hope you will join me for that. If you can't be there in person, don't worry. Don't worry. If you can't be there for real, you can always join the live stream, which is taking place on Sunday, the 1st of June 2025. We might even do it again next year, but not in Paris. I think next year we will do it somewhere else. Is that a good idea? I think so. Wow, this is a really amazing feeling. I don't know why, when you are in the middle of nowhere, when you are in a place that is far away from other people, it does feel as if you have the world to yourself. It almost feels as if you are the only person in the world. But of course I'm not. I'm sharing it with 8 billion other people, which is okay. It's fine. I don't want to be greedy. I don't want everything to myself. I don't mind sharing the planet with other people, to be honest. Thank you, English Asia. Best video from Live Video. Maybe you have got the best camera. I do have a very good camera. This camera, by the way, just in case you are interested, I know a lot of people are really bored when I talk about cameras and equipment. But this camera is not a normal camera. This is actually used for television. Oh, Mr. Duncan. Fancy pants. So it is a very good camera and it is able to do all sorts of things. In fact, I'm still learning how to use this camera because it's very sophisticated, as you can see, because I am able to broadcast live through it with a wonderful picture as well, which is always nice. A lot of people complain about YouTube. Sometimes when people put videos on, maybe they upload a video or perhaps they go live. Quite often the picture might not be very good, or of course the sound might not be good. And I think that is a very important thing to remember. If you are ever doing anything as a performance, sound, for me, is the most important part. The sound is always more important because that is what most people want to do. They want to hear, they want to listen to something. Maybe a song, maybe a poem being read out, or perhaps you are learning English as a second language. Yes, this is very similar. In fact, it's the same camera that a lot of TV stations use when they are gathering news or doing live broadcasts. So yes, it is. But this is definitely an upgrade. I suppose you would describe this as an upgrade. To upgrade something is to go one step higher. So this is an upgrade. Anyway, I don't want to talk for too long about cameras because I'm sure not everyone wants to hear about it. Shall we change the view? Okay then, we will move the camera over there a little bit. We will have a look at something else. Okay, for those who watch my videos a lot, you will know where this is. This is the Wrekin. I will spell it for you. W-R-E-K-I-N. Wrekin. This is the Wrekin Hill in Shropshire. It is a very famous landmark and most people around here love watching the Wrekin. It is something they enjoy looking at because it always reminds them that they live in Shropshire. It always tells them, ah yes, we live in a beautiful place. Vitas says, Mr. Duncan, I recommend purchasing a drone with a camera. Well, that is not a very good idea. I will be honest with you. Having a drone in the UK is not a good idea these days because a lot of people don't like drones. They don't like the fact that people fly over your house or fly over private buildings and film as they go over. So there are a lot of people who don't like drones very much. Mr. Duncan, any good news about those people in search of wild orchids out there? Do you remember them? Oh yes, that was last year. Yes, there is an area in Much Wenlock that has been, well, it's a kind of reserve, a nature reserve. So every year they allow all of the plants and all of the other types of bushes, hawthorn, and I suppose heather as well. They allow it all to grow naturally. But of course, once a year they also go up there and cut it as well. They will trim everything back. But yes, you are right. Wild orchids, they are not easy to find these days, and some people do go in search of them. Christina says, did you go up that hill a few years ago? Yes, I did. I think I made a video way back. I think it was in 2008, where I actually went to the top of the Wrekin. I don't even know if it's still on my YouTube channel. I think it may have been deleted. I'm sure the music that I used in the video was flagged for copyright. I think so. I might be wrong. Sorry, I'm spoiling your view. Very weird, very strange. It's, how high is the Wrekin? It is 1,300 feet high, or at the summit, at the peak, 1,300 feet. It's not high. Now, I know there are many, many other mountains and hills that are much higher than that one over there. I know, it is true. But still, there is something rather majestic about the Wrekin. I have to say, it is a wonderful place. I haven't been up there for quite a long time. Mr. Steve often makes a joke about going up the Wrekin as a way of getting fit, which of course is something I have to do. I have to do that, you see, because I'm going to be in Paris and I will be running around the streets of Paris like a crazy person. So I do have to make sure that I am 100% fit by then. For those wondering what this is a live stream. It is English Addict with Mr. Duncan, and I am out and about live enjoying some of the wonderful scenic sights around this area. Okay, I've really zoomed in now. I've zoomed in around 15 miles away. That is the town of Shrewsbury, you can see now on your screens. So that is around about 15 miles away from here. And you can see there are various tall structures. There are churches. I think there are 3 churches in the centre of Shrewsbury. I haven't been to Shrewsbury for such a long time. I really must go there again. Wouldn't it be fun to do some filming around Shrewsbury? Because I've never actually made an English lesson in Shrewsbury. So maybe later this year I should do that. Or even do a live stream from the centre of Shrewsbury. Ooh. I've only done that once before and it wasn't very good because it was raining. So the next time I decide to do a live stream in Shrewsbury, I will make sure that it isn't raining, because no one wants that. Claudia, hello Claudia, what's cooking Claudia? What have you got in your pot? What's cooking Claudia? Is it something spicy and hot? Is it something salty or not? Oh Claudia, what is in your pot? Where are the cows? We have some moo cows. We have moo cows. There are some cows in the field down the bottom. There are some adult females and there are a few calves as well. At this time of year, there are many newborn animals wandering around. There is another field in the distance where there are some sheep and lambs. You might also be able to hear someone flying their plane overhead. They sound very excited in their plane. I wonder what they are doing. I think they are looping the loop. Loop the loop. That is where you invert the plane completely. You go around in a giant loop. And for part of that manoeuvre, you are upside down. I don't like the sound of that. No, I don't like the sound of that at all. I'm loving some of the live chat today. It's very nice to see you here. Claudia says, I am sweeping the floor. I am sweeping the floor whilst listening to you. Hello, Lunatic Moon. Mr. Duncan, I love this place. Where is it? This is Much Wenlock in Shropshire. Shropshire is a county. It is right next to Wales. If you can find Wales on the map, you can also find Shropshire, which is right next to it. It's very easy to find. And the place I am living in is Much Wenlock. The air must be very healthy there. Well, it is healthy. The air is healthy. Unfortunately, there is lots of pollen floating around at the moment, which has been creating one or two problems with my hay fever, unfortunately. Yes, the place I am in is called Much Wenlock. A small town, very famous for being the inspiration for the modern Olympic Games. That is one of the things that Much Wenlock is famous for. Also, it is the place where Mr. Duncan lives. The air is okay, but there is too much pollen floating around, and it keeps making me sneeze. There are many different types of crop growing in this area and in that field. Now, over the years, more and more farms have been planting that particular type of, but this year there doesn't seem to be much. I don't know why. Maybe the farmers have decided to start growing. Mm. If you are wondering, don't worry, the live stream will be normal on Sunday. We will be back in the studio on Sunday. I think the connection should be back now. It should be back now because we have a slightly better signal. Oh, very nice. One of the problems with doing this type of live stream is you have to make sure you have a good signal. Because if you don't have a good signal, then you can't connect to the internet. We should be back now. It should be okay now. One of the problems with living in the countryside, of course, is quite often you don't have good connection to the internet. Sadly, in this area, the internet connection is not great. Especially with mobile signals for your cell phones and your live streams, quite often the signal is not very good. So it does take me a long time to find a place where there is a good mobile phone signal. Hello Sajjad Ghanim, where is this place? This place is Much Wenlock in Shropshire. This is England on a beautiful day. I have to say, we have had some amazing weather over the past few days. We had some strange weather 2 days ago. 2 days ago we had lots of thunderstorms and rain, but then everything went nice again. And now we have this beautiful summer weather. It really does feel as if summer is now in the air, literally. Hello Giovanni Rivetti. Also we have, who else is here today? I don't want to forget anyone. I'm trying to see the live chat. Ong Trum. Hello, Ong. Nice to see you here today. Very nice. I hope you are enjoying the unusual sight today because we don't normally do this. But because I wanted to try out my new camera and see if I could connect my camera to the internet, and it would appear that I can, which is quite good news really, because it means I can do it again. Can I say hello to Tall Russian? Hello, Tall Russian. Nice to see you here today. Tall Russian. I know I've seen you on here before because I remember your name. I do remember your name because I remember asking, how tall are you? I know it's a personal question. Some people are going to say, Mr. Duncan, it is a personal question. Giovanni asks a question about my dishwasher. Is your dishwasher still working? Yes. Fortunately, the dishwasher in our kitchen is still working. We did have some problems with it, but for some reason it decided to fix itself. Although it is over 40 years old. I will say that. It is over 40 years old. Some machines that you buy, or some things that you buy or you bought years ago, still work. I always find that amazing. These days, when you buy something from the shops, maybe a piece of electronic equipment, you almost expect it not to work. You almost expect it to fail. I don't know why. There are a lot of Giovannis around. I've just noticed on the live chat. There are a lot of Giovannis. We have Giovanni Ravetti and Giovanni Romano and Giovanni Ferrari. Oh dear. I will be going in a moment, by the way. Don't worry, I will not be taking up much more of your time. I am 160 centimetres. That's not very tall. I'm over 183 centimetres. My height, 183 centimetres. I am a very tall person. That's what most people say when they meet me. I know, Beatrice, I was just joking. Ferrari is Franco, not Giovanni. I know, I was joking. That was a joke, Beatrice. A little joke. Joke, joke, joke. Oh, this is so nice. I don't want to go back home, to be honest. I want to stay here all afternoon. The only problem is I am hungry and I haven't had anything to eat today. So I will have to go back soon to eat some food. Soon. Okay, I'm bored with this view. Sheepies! A small village. Sheep or sheep? Sheep. It is time for lunch now, Mr. Duncan. Yes, you're right. I think I should be having some lunch soon, even though it is nearly 3 o'clock. I'm having a very late lunch today. Is there bamboo in your country, Mr. Duncan? Well, that is a very interesting question because we do have bamboo here, but a lot of people normally grow it in their gardens for decoration. So I hope that answers your question. We do have bamboo, but I don't think we produce it for use as a material. But a lot of people do like to have bamboo growing in their garden. apparently it makes a very good screen if you want to block out the neighbours. Bamboo is apparently very good for that. What a spectacular country it is. I am in love with it, so interested in it. Thank you, Giovanni. That's very kind of you to say. I hope you are enjoying this. Something different. Don't worry, I won't be doing this all the time. But I thought today I would try and see if I could get my phone to plug into my big camera so we can have some fun looking around the area in which I live. Wonderful day. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're getting really close now. I would say that this is a very typical village. You can see lots of small houses and also a church as well. Churches. There are lots of churches in this area. Yes, that is actually a church. Most small villages will have their own church. In Much Wenlock we have a church, and in this particular place there is a very small church, a local church for the people who live there to go in and say their prayers. So that tower you can see is actually a church. It is a church. I do like some live lessons outside this time of year, not only from your studio. A nice pair of camping chairs and some notes. It should be lovely indeed. Well, I did bring something with me to show you today, but unfortunately, because the weather is so lovely and bright, and it's also very windy up here. It's really, really windy up here. You might not be able to tell from the video, but there is quite a strong gale blowing around my ears. Is there a supermarket in that village? No, there isn't. So the village you are looking at now on your screen does not have a supermarket. So if anyone wants to go to the shops, they have to get in the car and drive. But of course you have a couple of towns very close, very nearby, including Much Wenlock, of course. Here in Much Wenlock we have about 3 supermarkets, good supermarkets. They're okay, they're not too bad. So there is always a place to buy your groceries. Maybe you run out of milk, which happens quite often. I don't know why. I always seem to find that we are always in a state of running out of milk every single day. There never seems to be enough milk in the fridge. I don't know why. Vitas says, in the wild, bamboo grows in tropical and subtropical regions of Asia. Yes, that is true. That is true, yes. And it is, I suppose you would call it a material that is grown and used for building. I think it's used for reinforcing buildings. I remember seeing a video a few years ago where they were actually using bamboo to put around a building that was being constructed. They were actually using bamboo as scaffolding, which I found rather fascinating, to be honest. I'd never seen that before. Is there a cinema in Much Wenlock? There is a cinema. We have an art centre called the Edge Art Centre. And there is a cinema, a very small cinema, but yes, they do show films there. But it isn't like one of those big cinemas. It's not like one of those big multiplex cinemas, nothing like that. Ong is in Vietnam. Hello, Vietnam. In Vietnam, there is a lot of bamboo, but I've never seen bamboo in Europe. As I said, many people grow it in their gardens for decoration. Hello to Suleiman. Hello, Mr. Duncan, where are you? This is Shropshire in England. We are now broadcasting live, standing on Wenlock Edge, looking out over the beautiful Shropshire landscape. So this place is very close to a small town called Much Wenlock, which is where I live. Yeah. I will be going in a moment. I've been here for around about 1 hour and 4 minutes. So I will say goodbye and I will see you on Sunday. We are back on Sunday. It will of course be me and Mr. Steve as well. We will be joining you live with more English Addict. I hope you've enjoyed this rather unusual live stream. As I said earlier, this was a kind of experiment to see if it is possible, if it is indeed impossible or possible, to broadcast live through my big camera. And guess what? I can. I'm not sure if that's good news or bad news. So I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. Thank you very much for your company, and I hope you've enjoyed this, whatever it was. And enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I will quickly say goodbye to the live chat. Just a moment. Oh, thank you very much for your company today. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Sulman. Thank you also, Christina. Lunatic Moon. I love your name. Also, Mayoba. Hello, Mayoba. I didn't see your name. I didn't ignore you. I did not ignore you, please. Don't worry. I didn't ignore you. I did not see your name on the screen. Thank you very much, Ong. Also, thank you very much to Palmyra. And of course, Luis Mendez. I will be back with you on Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time. I will leave you with a couple of sights of this area and then I will go. Thank you very much for watching. See you later. Take care of yourselves. And of course, until the next time we meet here, this is Mr. Duncan on a beautiful summer's day saying catch you later. And of course, ta-ta for now. See you on Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. I will be back on Sunday at 2 p.m. UK time.